WLFE-DB Digital Network are engaging in the safe space. What is safe space? A safe space is a supporting and affirming environment for individuals within the LGBTQ+ community. Each vodcast displaying the Safe Space logo will have resources available on hand for those in need without judgment. Here at WLFE-DB Digital Network, we care. We listen, we support, we understand.
Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade DeVere and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DB.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We are celebrating Pride tonight. It has been Pride Month all month long, so we have a Pride-filled evening. I've got a flyaway hair. It's attacking my face. Ow, that hurt. I am joined this evening by my fabulous co-host. That was very Dolly Parton of me. My fabulous co-host this evening, the amazing Anastasia Diamond and Scarlet Overkill. Sadly, Amethyst could not join us this evening. She is at an event, I believe, down in Rehoboth this evening, or she's performing at Dewey Beach somewhere. I don't know. She's kind of popular, so she is all over the place. But let's get this show started. Just a quick reminder before we get too far into things. Oh my God, I can't talk. I came right from a photo shoot today, so I figured I would just, look a little more subtle than normal, a little understated, with my natural lavender hair. But we still have merch available, kids. That is right. Head on over to www.jadedevere.com/merch to pick up your masks and your gaiters. Not that we're going to need them much anymore, but who knows? They're still up there, so why not get one? We've still got fanny packs. I love saying fanny pack. It makes me happy. We've got tie-dye. Whoops, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. We've got tie-dye shirts available, and we've got beach towels. We are currently looking at replacing the hoodies on there, so don't bother getting the hoodies right now. We're looking at doing something else. I got the hoodie. It started falling apart, so we're just going to skip the hoodies for a minute. Don't worry, we're dealing with it. Let's see who we've got watching already. Eileen O'Brennan. Eileen, we're going to be contacting you because we would love to have you on the show sometime. Yes, we are a little bit early. I wanted to get started right away. Who else we got on here? Shane Fetra. Oh, thank you. You like the shirt? I got it at www.jadedevere.com/merch. How about that? Oh my God, I don't have the regular shirt on the page anymore. Orion Angel, looking beautiful as always. Thank you so much, darling. Eric Brown is watching. Hey, girl. Eric is doing an amazing show this week. Oh, shoot, I should have uploaded the poster. The show will be this Saturday at... Duty, I wasn't prepared. This is what happens when you start going back to doing gigs and you get a little ahead of yourself. Let me find it. It's on here somewhere. Oh my gosh, how many gigs do I have this week? I have 3 gigs this week. So this Saturday, I will be at Lady Tabitha's birthday show. The Hollywood Cabaret presents Lady Tabitha's birthday show, hosted by Lady Tabitha and friends. Tickets are $10 at the door. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9. This will be at the Ephrata American Legion, post 429. I'll make sure to post all of that stuff up on the Inside the Drag Closet page. This Friday, I will be at the Lodge in Boonesboro, Maryland. It's my first time performing at the Lodge, and we are doing some comedy queens. It opens at 7 p.m. The show starts at 10:30. Happy hour specials from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And on Sunday, I will be at Out and About in York. We will be starting at 8 p.m. at the White Rose Bar and Grill for an all-ages drag event. Then a 21-plus show at Stogie's. Karaoke will be at 8 p.m., drag show at 9 p.m. So they're asking for a suggested donation of $5, so make sure you go and support these shows. Go out and support these hoes. Speaking of hoes, let's bring in my fabulous co-hosts for the evening. That was an amazing segue. I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm going to bring them both in right away. Put your hands together for Anastasia Diamond and Scarlet Overkill.
Hey.
Living your pride dreams over there. I love this. All right, girls, who wants to go first with a little who, what, and where?
Well, I'll go first if you'd like me to.
All right, Anastasia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anastasia Diamond here. Ooh la la. Living my full glitter fantasy with all this gorgeous jewelry. And this gorgeous coat here from Charismatico. Wig from TG Monroe. Makeup done by me, of course, yours truly. With a little bit of this and that here and there, from Juvia's Place to more minks, lashes by Carla. We've got some beautiful black opal and Ben Nye and all that kind of stuff. But what about the jewels? Of course, I've got some jewels from the lovely Rocks by Cox. I also have some jewels here from Looks, and also some jewels here from this is from Rocks by Cox too. Okay, girl. Yeah, these are both from Rocks by Cox. So Rocks by Cox and Looks, as always. And just feeling my Anasy and big old breast assistant over here, by Aaliyah's Closet. Nutrients from Aaliyah's Closet, homegrown by me. And that's me. Oh, where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Venmo. You can find me on Cash App. All at Anastasia Diamond 95. But you can also find me in the Pope's bedroom, girl. Why do y'all think that we got approval from the Pope? You're welcome. So Merry Christmas and Happy Pride.
You worry me sometimes.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Scarlett, it is your turn. I am living for this look. Oh.
Yo. So hello, everyone. I am Scarlett. Look a little different tonight. I decided since it was Pride Month that I would wear all white. And so this is what you got. My makeup is just every color of the rainbow, clearly. A little bit of Jeffree Star, NYX, Ben Nye, all that stuff mixed together. This hair, I don't know who it's from. I've had this for like 6 years, so I don't remember anymore. But just something I threw on. This dress is from Amazon, I think. I don't know, just a rainbow dress. My jewels from Michelle Lee Sterling. This was part of a set. There's earrings as well, but you couldn't see them with all this hair. And she gave this to me when I won Miss Central PA Pride 2017. And where can you find me? Well, you can obviously find me Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Inside the Drag Closet. And you can also find me this Saturday with Jade at the Ephrata American Legion for Lady Tabitha's drag cabaret birthday show.
That is going to be an absolute party.
Yes.
So it is Pride Month, and I wanted to start tonight's episode with a very simple question for everyone. What does Pride mean to you? Scarlett, why don't you start?
Ooh, what does Pride mean to me? That's a good question. I'm going to say the first thing that popped in my head, and to me just means being as obnoxiously gay as I want to be and not giving a fuck what people think about it. That's what it means to me.
I love that answer. How about you, Anastasia?
Pride for me means being able to love myself 100% of the time and having the world see and look at me and our community and say, you're worthy, you're lovely, and you deserve it all. That's what pride means to me. Coming together as a community and loving one another.
Yes.
I love that. I agree. Pride to me is the culmination of who I always knew I was, being allowed to be who I knew I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if the sentence structure was correct in that, but that's
it made sense to us, girl.
okay.
Engage speech.
Got it. We understood.
Well, and it's a good thing we're still celebrating gay pride, because gay wrath is so much worse. You don't want a gay wrath.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. I tried to stay out of things, but something happened right before the show tonight that I kind of want to talk about, because it kind of surprised me. I saw a Facebook post by a fellow drag queen who, this Facebook post was remarkably transphobic. It was boys belong in the Boy Scouts, girls belong in the Girl Scouts. There's no in between, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Girl, hang up your heels then.
Period. Why in the world are you a drag queen, Miss Girl? Like, everything we do is to benefit those who are not. And first of all, the ignorance is multi-level. Because first of all, this queen is number one saying there's only boys and girls. There's only the binary. So every child in between and every identity in between who may not identify as boy or girl, they don't even exist. Number one. And number two, this shows, boys got to be boys and girls got to be girls. What about cisgender individuals who are just more feminine? And what about cis women who are just more like tomboyish? And they don't want to do the Girl Scout things. They want to be out there roughing and cuffing and doing all that kind of stuff. I used to be in Cub Scouts. I hated it. I wish I was in Girl Scouts. This queen is ignorant, and she's showing her ignorance through her entire Facebook wall of having thin blue lines, saying the police lives matter. Girl, wake the fuck up and smell the roses. You're gay. You're part of the community. You got to deal with it. And if you don't deal with it, you're going to get handled. And don't be upset whenever someone handles you.
Well, and girl, the hypocrisy of it all. You're out here, I'm going to just assume, because you're saying there's just boys and girls, binary, that you're a boy playing with girls' clothing and makeup. And then you're going to turn around and post something like that on your Facebook. What? Wait, make it make sense, girl. Make it make sense. I don't get it.
Well, it's the same thing with the gay Republicans and the Republicans for rump. Like, bitch, do you not realize they hate us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you licking their booty hole don't mean they're actually going to vote in your favor.
Why? Why? Why do I let you talk?
No.
Yeah, could you imagine Mitch McConnell?
Turtles can breathe through their anus. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Turtle.
That all happened. So one thing I do want to talk about. I got a lot on our plate tonight. This is gonna be a crazy episode, kids. So one of our longtime fans, Daniel Jackson, is just heading into the ER right now. He said he was going to try to pop on if he got to the ER in time. Daniel, we love you. Our fingers are crossed for you. I don't know what he's going in for, but we hope it's easy and safe and uneventful.
Jeez Louise, but the ER, that's always scary.
Yeah.
That's always so scary. And then on top of that, you also have to worry about will the ER staff, once they find out that you are queer, will they give you the same medical care? Because currently, in Pennsylvania, depending on which town you're in, which municipality you're in, we don't have protections against discrimination in the public space or from federally funded programs, which is the biggest reason why, there's a lot of talk about the Equality Act and why you need to be calling your senators and saying, vote for the Equality Act because I matter. I need to be protected. My friends, my family, my siblings need to be protected. Because otherwise...
Yeah.
I have never understood. You know, one of my favorite things in the world is a lot of people posting, if you are not willing to care for a trans or a gay or a person of color patient, you have no business in healthcare. That means you're doing it for the money and you're in it for the wrong reason.
Well, there are nurses now who are saying that the COVID vaccine is going to make you magnetized. There are nurses who are not getting the vaccine themselves. I work with 2 nurses who did not get the vaccine. Well, well, I ain't gonna get into the details because, but there are 2 individuals who I work with in my department who did not get the vaccine, and they are medical staff. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're the reason why we can't take our masks off. So thanks, girl.
Right. Thanks a lot. That's amazing. I am so ready for us to unmask. Like, I'm not an anti-masker by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just exhausted. I've been noticing I'm losing my singing voice more and more. Wow. And I'm wondering if there's a correlation. I don't know that there is, but I'm struggling to sing more and more. I just started classes to get my singing voice back for unspecified reasons. But
work. Well, I think the other thing is, we've just gone a year and a half without needing to use those specialty things. Like the voice box and the throat muscles are as similar to the muscles in our legs and our arms. And ladies, how was your first show back? How were your legs feeling the day after?
Girl, that was...
Go ahead, Scarlett. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it was rough. That first time in heels, after so many months of not being in heels, it's like, oh, girl, I need to relearn how to wear heels. What's going on? What's going on? What's feeling in my legs? It was so weird.
So I don't think it's that in addition to the fact that we haven't been using those muscles, and you haven't been using those muscles in your throat, Jade. So hopefully you get it back real quick and soon because that's awful.
Yeah.
I love wearing the masks though because I don't have to. I can just I don't actually smile at people. I'm just like, instead of being like, hi, how are you? It's a lot less energy I have to do. I'm like, I don't like you, and I don't have to actually smile at you, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you just lucky, Anastasia? Unfortunately, I roll my eyes at fucking everybody, and there's something that covers that. So I'm walking around in the grocery store with sunglasses on, and people are like, "You're inside now. You can take them off." And I'm like, "No, I'm rolling my eyes at every single one of you. I hate you all. Get out of my way."
Exactly.
It's so true, though. Like, when I'm at work, I perpetually smile. But I look like I'm going like this at everyone. Like, I'm squinting and glaring at people. I'm like, no, I'm just generally a happy person. I'm sorry.
No, that's the great part, because with the mask, you can glare at people. And then you can be like, no, that's just how I smile.
Exactly. Oh, Eileen just pointed out, Scarlett, you are the move. I'm gay.
Oh my God. Seriously. When I go to the grocery store, oh my gosh, literally, I'm like, if you don't know what you want and where you're going in the aisles, then you need to move out of my way. I will run you over, literally, in the grocery store.
No, I'm one of those people because I just be sauntering around. I'm like, I will go to Giant and I'll spend an hour and a half in Giant.
Oh, girl.
I'm like, ooh. What could maybe be in the chip aisle? No. Oh, that's cute.
No, I cannot do it. Like, unless I'm shopping for clothing, because then I have to obviously try it on to make sure it fits and things like that. So that obviously take a little longer than normal because I'm, again, trying things on. But if I'm at the grocery store, I make a list before I go. I know what aisles they're in. I run literally down the aisles and grab the things, and I'm out. hate grocery shopping because there's people like you, Anastasia, who get in my fucking way.
It's my favorite thing. I put on a new outfit to go grocery shopping. I'm gonna show these hoes. Ooh, it's a catwalk. The aisles are catwalks for me. I'm like, oh, excuse me, Doris. So I push an old lady out of the way. It's so much fun.
I love that. I hate going grocery shopping because I always go when I'm hungry and I buy so much crap I don't need. Never grocery shop when you're hungry.
Yep, never.
Yeah. A bunch of frozen food.
Oh, yeah. Did get a very good question from Jamie Angel. Absolutely love the intersex symbol on the flag behind me. Would love to know where you found it. Actually, Anastasia, this is the same graphic that you showed us last week. Can you describe this flag? Because I forgot.
Yeah, very much so. So this flag is the newest Pride flag. It is a progressive flag that it has the 6 red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple stripes that were 6 of the original colors that, well, a few of the original colors from the original flag. But in addition to that, we also have the black and the brown stripes, or the black and the brown arrows that are on the left here. And those stand for Black and Brown communities, as well as individuals we've lost from AIDS complications, i.e. opportunistic infections. And as well as that, we also have the blue, baby pink, and white, which I also have on my eyes today, for the trans flag. And the last one that we have there is a yellow with a circle, and that is the intersex flag. Now, all of those different flags and all those different arrows are on the left side there because it shows that there's much more progress that needs to be made for all of these marginalized communities. So that's the reason why we have this new flag, and it's absolutely fabulous. And if you'd like to, I can always, if you hit me up, message me, I'll send you the website. I'll send you the website where I got that picture from.
Awesome. Can you, let's just post that on the website tonight.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. That way I want to put, once you do, let me know, because I want to put it on my phone, because my current screensaver on my phone is this.
Oh, work.
It's been since I've got this phone last October. That's my screensaver. But now that I have that, and I mean, with intersex, I want to add that. Yes. Mine is this. Oops. Not showing the porn. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, girl. Mine is that one. This is on my iPad. I love it.
Mine's the default one that came with the phone because I haven't figured out how to change it yet.
Oh, girl.
Wow. Jade is homophobic.
Jade's homophobic.
I just don't understand. No, I'm not saying that anymore. People will think I'm serious. Absolutely not. I will not. I do not joke around on this show.
Well, I do. I clown. Like my face.
Yeah.
We did get 2 questions. We're going to be taking a commercial break shortly, but I do want to answer these questions before we go. Because I love this first one. This one, book us. We'll do it. If I were allowed to have you come into my preschool for a drag story time, what book would you choose to read and why?
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Anastasia, what would you read?
Dang, I have all of my kids' books in the living room, so I'm not sure. But I have a great collection that I've been purchasing from Target and Amazon of different children's books for Drag Story Hour. And please, if you'd like to bring us on in, I would love to do that. Would love to do that. That's awesome.
How about you, Scarlett?
Mine's upstairs, so I can't go grab it right now, but it's one I just read back in, oh my gosh, was that February or March? I did an online virtual story time with Dickinson College, and I read 10,000 Dresses about a little boy who likes to wear dresses, and he meets a fabulous dressmaker to help him make the dress of his dreams.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a great book. Yeah.
My children's books were right there, so I would read Red, a crayon story.
Yes.
It's such a good book.
That's a good book, yeah.
I saw Mrs. Kasha Davis read this, and I was like, I need this book. It's so good.
Yeah.
That was one question. Next question is, hey girls, Vicky Shock here. Amazing name, by the way. I love that. Do you have a surefire way to clean and revive your false eyelashes? Nope.
I throw away the ones.
I tried soaking them in alcohol. Don't do that. I'll tell you what not to do. I tried soaking them in that, and then I tried soaking them in contact solution. Don't do that either.
I don't know.
A woman who E6000 her eyebrows before.
I'll try anything once.
We know. The only thing I can do, I have little shears that I used to use for costume alterations. I'll trim the excess glue off and try to revive them, but after a while, they're just done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I buy lashes in bulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's a little bit early. We're going to take an early commercial break tonight. After the break, send us all of your questions because we are going to be here till 10 o'clock. We would love to answer your questions. We will answer any question you have to ask tonight.
Any question.
Anything.
Anything.
Just don't get crazy.
Yeah.
After the commercial break, we do have a little Just Ask Jade segment. So we will be back in just a couple minutes and we will see you soon.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Here at WLFE-DB, you can find shows that vary in many topics. The paranormal, the creepy, heavy metal, and LGBTQ and drag. Our shows are your shows, and we want to provide a wide diversity for all to enjoy. So, tune in to Facebook.com/WLFEDB Radio. Like, follow, and share with your friends and family. Also, go check out our website at www.WLFE-DB.com. 2021 just got better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Yes, we now video stream to both of those platforms. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothing, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows.
More from WLFE-DB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab, and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
You're listening to WLFE DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Just Ask Jade, the segment where you can ask a drag queen anything. So I have a very fun, it's kind of a question, kind of a call to action that I got this week. Let me read it for you. Hi, Jade. My stepmom directed me to you as someone who could maybe help spread the word about a competition I'm doing. I'm a trans woman who is in the Team Torrid competition to be one of their models for their holiday campaign. I really need help, though, because we get voted on and the last day to vote is Sunday. I'd be so grateful if you could spread the word through the community, especially to any other queens. And she sent me some pictures as well. This is Gabrielle. She looks so fun. She looks like she's having the best time. I love those photos. They are so cute and adorable. So make sure you head over to torrid.com and vote for Gabrielle. She's right in the top row, so you should be able to find her. That, and it's amazing to have more trans representation in modeling, especially with a company as amazing as Torrid. That's all I have for Just Ask Jade tonight. Short, sweet, to the point. Let's bring back my co-hosts. All right, girls. There we go. Perfect. So what do you two think about Gabrielle running to be on Team Torrid as a model?
Amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It reminds me of the other young lady who was on the huge billboard poster last year. I actually just got a notification about it on my Facebook memories. But the picture that whoever had posted it originally had taken it down or something like that. But I'm like you said, we need more trans representation and modeling. We need more trans representation in politics. We need more trans representation anywhere and everywhere, and not just on shows about trans individuals. Trans women can play roles normally cis women would play. So we need trans women everywhere, not just on Pose, not just on Glee, not just on Degrassi, not just on the teen job. Like, put these girls, these women, anywhere and everywhere they need to go, because these are some fabulous actresses and models.
So the questions are rolling in. So let's dive right into the shenanigans. And of course, the first one is from my lovely husband.
Skip it.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I like this one. What is your funniest or wildest interaction with a pride protester? I have been fortunate enough to capture a few over the years on film. My favorite was watching my friend Belladonna get doused in holy water at Central Pennsylvania Pride. Also, shout out to the Silent Witness Peacekeepers Alliance. Silent Witnesses are amazing. They simply stand there with rainbow umbrellas and let us go to Pride unmolested by these assholes.
First of all, before we dive into the question, I gotta say, Bella, where the hell was that story when I asked you this week what acts of discrimination have you faced? Little girl, I would have loved to have told Penn Live at their editorial board meeting today, girl, we got gays who are being doused with holy water in the streets of Harrisburg. We got gays. I'm going to get you. I'm driving all the way to Portland to snatch your little hairs out. Okay, little girl?
that hoe ran with it, too, because this guy, he came, like, he was back. So there's not a lot of privacy at Central Pennsylvania Pride, or at least there used to not be. Now it's much better. But our changing area, people could watch. You couldn't see into the tent, but our waiting area was just out in the public. So this guy would come up to the fence spouting Bible verses. And there's Bella, painted white with a Ouija board corset, looking satanic AF. And she just walks up to him. She's like, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And he just throws water at her. And she starts convulsing. She starts speaking in tongues. This guy left. He was like, oh, God. Yeah.
That's funny.
Scarlett, do you have any fun protester stories?
No. No, I don't actually. I've been trying to think of one, but I don't. I usually just ignore them, honestly, because it's like, well, you both know with performing at Pride, it's like you're trying to perform and then between numbers changing and then interacting with people and taking pictures and getting from, you know, if you're doing Central PA Pride, they have the All Ages Pride show both at the festival on the Capitol grounds and then the show also going on at the same time, All Ages at Stallions. So you're walking back and forth between the two venues. So from the time you wake up on Pride Day until like the next day, you don't even know what you're doing because you're so damn busy. So I'm just so focused on doing what I need to do and entertaining and having fun and being loving and caring with everyone and uniting to be, you know, to have a good time and just be happy that I don't even pay no mind to them.
That's probably the best.
Yeah.
How about you, Anastasia?
I just want to say I was never one of the hoes be walking back and forth. I said I'm performing at Stallions and Stallions alone. It's inside. There's heat. There's AC. I'm good. And then the year afterwards, I couldn't even perform because my workplace said, "You got to work a table." And I said, "Can I be in face?" They said, "Hell no." So fuck them and their that was my old job, but we ain't gonna talk about them. For these protesters, for me. You know, I'm oftentimes in the public, you know, either doing outreach, doing education. Many times I'm speaking at different panels or hosting different events. So from a very young age, with being plus size, queer, and Black, I've always tried to avoid any kind of confrontation or conflict because folks in this area like guns. And I like to live. So I always try and avoid them. The only time that I've ever seen protesters were here in Chambersburg, and I didn't even really see them. I heard of them, but they were very quickly disbanded. It was a little Amish family, very, very cute, nice try girl. And then the other time was in, like I said, 2 years ago, 2 years ago in 2019, when I wasn't even in phase, because I had the opportunity to be walking around and looking at different things. And I was like, oh, here those protesters are. But Scarlett, like you said, as a queen at Pride, specifically at Central PA Pride, there's no time for all that. You have to get in, get out, change your costume, do this, do that. And it's like, sometimes they might, especially for us girls who have been in the market for a minute, they will oftentimes ask us to step in and host. They're like, girl, Jade, you know you can man a mic. This bitch isn't ready yet. Go. And it's like, so it's there's no time to worry about protesters. But like I said, what you do need to worry about is listening for them gunshots because people are crazy.
That's true. Sorry, I'm trying to write something in the chat. When it was 2014, I was Queen of Hope that year. I decided, you know, I'm a Ren Fair performer. I can't stop myself from interacting with people. And I had this beautiful fairy queen outfit on. And I was just like interacting with every little kid I could.
Wow.
And then the president of the board walked by me and he was like, "Hi, Jade, go somewhere else. Apparently there's a sniper."
Hello?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Police were investigating a sniper across the river. And I'm like, cool, I'm in wings and a crown. I'm a walking target. Nothing ever came of it. I was just like, you know what? I I was going to keep doing what I do.
Yeah.
If I go out, if that's the way I have to go out, this is the way I'm going out. But I am not going to be afraid. I am not going to hide. I am just going to keep walking around.
Yep.
And that is exact. And that's what I speak of. When I say, like, I've been in the crowd for a minute. I've had discussions with my friends. I say, I have come to the conclusion that if someone would like to kill me while I'm doing something like this, what can I do? At least I'm going out, doing something that I love, doing something that I'm proud of, and doing something that brings the community joy.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had several very dark thoughts. You know, I'm here alone, you know, so I have so much time to myself to just think, ooh, these bitches want to kill me. These bitches don't support me. So it's a life that you live with as a drag queen, as someone who's vocal, and as an advocate.
Yeah.
Look at our history.
True. I mean, how did Pride start?
Hello.
We're going to make a perfect segue right there, because Pride started as a protest. And let's talk about Philly Pride Presents.
Ooh.
So they apparently disbanded this week. Philly Pride Presents, for those who don't know, was a pride organization based out of Philadelphia that have made some very questionable decisions over the last couple of years. And earlier this month, they posted a post on Facebook basically praising the police who were just doing their jobs and basically using transphobic language in reference to people who were arrested at Stonewall. Thoughts, anyone?
I don't even know what to say. That was just a mess. Like, I mean, it's as bad as that drag queen earlier with the Boy Scout thing. Like, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, because I think the thing that bothers me the most is how upset and disgusted I get by the fact that it's 2021 and there's still people who are in our own community thinking like that, who have views like that, who say shit like that, not just to like a friend or in a text message, but on their social media sites where it's a group. It's not just their personal Facebook site, it's a group Facebook site, an organization's Facebook. And you're putting things like that on that Facebook page. So now it's not just going out to your little small group of friends that you're friends with. It's going out to everybody who sees, follows, watches, listens to this organization. So you're spreading hate to all those people.
And getting paid for it.
Exactly. Girl, what?
For it. These are not volunteers, baby. These are not volunteers. Getting paid, I think, upwards of $60,000 for 20 hours a week.
They're making way more than I am at my 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
They're making way more than I am with my 9-to-5 job. $100,000 in student debt. Bitch, the fuck, like.
Yeah.
So, you know, I hate to say this, but it's reality. As a Black person and seeing this unfold, it's not surprising. For me and many other Black folks, we have discussions about, you know, about being able to jump back on the other side of things as a white person or as a white passing person. So it's difficult for folks of color to fully trust white individuals because of things like this. And I think that having advocates is so awesome. And you girls are, you know, the prime example of that. But the reason why people are so wary is because of people like this. Mm-hmm. As a white individual, you can have Black friends, you can have Black partners, but at the end of the day, if we go to Handmaid's Tale, I don't know who the fuck that black person is. Why the hell are they touching me? There's always the ability to jump back over the other side of the fence. And as white allies, you always have to keep that in the back of your mind. And it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's nothing personal. But experience and history have shown time and time again. And look at Philly Pride Presents.
Yep. I realized it was a number of episodes ago, and we were talking about heritage and stuff like that. And I said something that I didn't realize I said out of privilege. I think I said it after the show, but it dawned on me afterward. I was like, wow, that was my privilege speaking right there. And that was actually, like, it wasn't anything super. Basically, I was like, I don't really care about my ancestry because I'm not my ancestors. I'm who I am now. And then I was like, but this skin color isn't making my life worse. Like, I realized afterward, I was like, oh, crap. That's it. That's it right there. So it's constantly unlearning that privilege or acknowledging that privilege, not unlearning it, just realizing when it kicks in and you're like, oh, crap. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, and so that's what they call implicit bias. And implicit bias becomes explicit bias when you understand that that is the bias that you may have. So as long as you are stopping and saying, whoa, why did I just think that? Let me stop. Let me stop and be like, let me get my life together and come back and make up for that work, girl. And that's the thing. That's all we're doing. I mean, even for me as a plus size black drag queen, social worker, I have privileges as well because I was able to go to school. I was able to, I have a full-time job. I'm able to do drag. So like these are privileges that I have as well. People who there are other individuals who don't have those privileges. So even I have to take time to say, wait a minute, let me slow my roll and let me stop judging people. Let me stop making assumptions because it's my privilege show. So it's a work in progress. We all work. We're all working. What matters most is that we're trying to be together as a community.
Yeah.
Super true. And that's what Pride is all about.
Yep.
Yes.
Couldn't do that again if we tried.
No.
So, next question. This is a really cute one, and I love the person who asked this question. From Sabrina, did you ever think when you started your drag careers that you would be where you're at today? Now, Sabrina and I went to drag bingo at Stallions together, just throwing on like some drag for the first time, thinking we were cute. We were not. We were not. I looked like the Baroness from G.I. Joe shopped at Forever 21.
Well, girl, you were saving so many early pictures of folks. Where's that one of you?
Yeah. Oh, I'll find it. I will post it. I have no shame about that picture. But I also found early pictures of Anastasia. So, laying in her bed with some real girl makeup on.
That's a real picture right there of her.
Exactly. That's the only picture folks need to know of. This one right here.
So how about you, Anastasia? When you started drag, did you think you would be doing a podcast like this?
Oh, honey, I knew. No, just let me see this. Girl, I thought I was gonna be even more than this, to be honest. I thought I was gonna be doing at-large pageants. I thought I was gonna be a pageant girl, snatching trophies, snatching crowns. But now I'm just sitting pretty in my bedroom. So, but having a fabulous time doing it, booked and fully blessed as I want to be. I have the ability to say yes or no to the different bookings that I'm being offered. But the thing is, I'm being offered those bookings, so I'm more than happy. I'm starting to see a different side of things now that I have bills. you know. So I'm like, well, I could spend $1,600 for this gown that I may never use because I'm not sure if I'm going to do a pageant, or I can pay off my credit card bills. So, yeah.
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 How about you, Scarlett?
Yeah, I mean, I at first I didn't. When I first started doing drag, I didn't think I would be where I am today. We'll say it that way. Because I was just like, oh, how do I explain it? I was like, as I've said many times before, I wasn't doing the drag that I wanted to do, and I wasn't like experimenting and expressing myself and being all crazy and colorful and obnoxious and over the top. And then when it's like kind of made that like switch from her who will not be named to Scarlett. But when I kind of made that switch and I kind of like started doing my own thing and like experimenting with different stuff and just like doing whatever I thought was fun and made me happy, then I definitely thought I did. And then it was just that one person, that very first person to be like, oh, your style and your type of drag in this area, meaning Central PA, good luck. And that one person to say that just gave me the fire and the fuel I needed to get to where I am today.
You know what? I remember the one time I did it was one of my first gigs out in the real world. And I think it was like maybe my third or fourth gig out in the real world. And I remember walking into where the girls were staying and they were like, oh, the face has arrived. And I was just like, oh my God. So I've always known I was going to be a face girl. But, you know, like I just to continue to elevate and grow and mature and become a little bit better and better and better and more fine-tuned. I mean, this is awesome. This drag is just so much fun. So much fun.
I was talking about that at my photo shoot today because we were talking about, like, there are a lot of girls who take themselves super seriously and a lot of girls who are like, no, I don't smile in photos. Meanwhile, I'm in my photo shoot, like, looking like a Muppet and loving it. And the photographer was so funny because she was doing a lot of Disney characters. The photo series is a lot of, basically it's going to be the persona that they portray on stage versus their everyday life. So I'm going back next week out of drag to do a photo shoot as well. But she was just like, a lot of people take themselves really seriously and you have to direct them and coach them. Meanwhile, I just stand there. I'm like, hi, hello. And she was like, oh, well, okay then. I'd also like to chat with the two of you. If either of you are interested, I can get you her information.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's based out of Carlisle.
Okay. Let's chat after this week is over, because this was the week from hell for me.
No problem.
I had the Penn Live editorial board meeting that I was invited to speak at today, earlier. Before that, I had the pre-meeting with the Adrian Shanker of Bradbury Sullivan LGBT Community Center. And I was like, ah! And then it was just like, so like, I almost threw up whenever I first got the request. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, this is too much. And then on top of that, we also have our first show going on here in Wilson College, here in Chambersburg on Saturday. And so I'm like doing all of the, I've been getting all the girls' music. I've been, oh, yes.
I got you, girl.
I've been getting all the girls' music. I've been getting their W-9s. I've been asking them for their bios. I set up every single one of the different posts that are coming on the page. And it's like, this has been a very stressful week on top of just, like working those 40 hours every single week as well. It's like, I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday.
I hear ya. It has been a really crazy month just with everything reopening. I know we're all excited. Divas Down Under is reopening soon.
Yes, next week.
We're actually coming back to the Comedy Zone on June 2nd. We've got, from the past, we've got Poison, myself, and Paula Frost with our fabulous guests, Electra Fierce St. James, Mia Ho, Jayla Nicole, and Aurora F. Sterling. So make sure you get your tickets ASAP. I will actually be posting the link for those tickets right now in the chat, because my husband asked me very nicely to. So there it is. But we have another question to get to. And this question, I don't think anybody is ready for. It's going to get serious. We're going to bring the tone down for a moment. Orion Angel would like to know, what is your guilty pleasure food and guilty pleasure activity?
Oh, well, girl.
You're welcome. Who wants it?
I'm trying to think of an activity. That's a good
Well,
one.
girl, I got you. My guilty pleasure is fried chicken. Fried chicken, chicken tenders. I know it's bad for me. I know the cholesterol is not supposed. I ain't supposed to be eating all that much cholesterol. But them fried foods, fried chicken balls. I love fried chicken. Fried chicken anything. That's so good. And then on top of that, I love just watching people play Dead by Daylight. I love watching streamers play Dead by Daylight. It's one of my favorite video games to watch people play. And it's always changing. It's always like, oh! Whenever I first started watching it, I used to scream out loud. My roommates hated me. But, now that I'm more mature, I've gotten myself together. But yes, fried chicken and Dead by Daylight. Guilty.
Scarlett.
I guess guilty food wise would be anything that any kind of, I guess, junk food, but more so like chocolate, ice cream, things like that. I try not to eat a lot of it, especially recently, clearly. So I'm trying to cut back on the chocolates and things like that. I still have them and whatnot, but I try not to eat so much of it anymore. And then a guilty pleasure activity. Oh gosh.
Standing on the corner.
Well, I mean, I do that every night. That's not really an activity. It's more of a job. No, I don't know. I don't have one. I don't.
Not the dogs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're my kids. I play with them. Yeah, I guess my fur babies. Yeah, I guess they're like guilty pleasure. I guess I would say.
No, your guilty pleasure is Jeffree Star, collecting Jeffree Star makeup and trying to hide it.
I do have a lot of that. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, guilty pleasure activity. Oh yeah, that's that. Makeup shopping, literally. I won't even eat it, and I'll still go buy it. I'll be like, "Buy Jeremy, I'm going to Ulta." And he's like, "For what? What do you got? What on God's green earth do you need now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just going makeup shopping."
He's asking too many questions. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Listen, it's my car. It's my credit card. It's my Ulta trip. Don't you worry. Mind your business.
Yes. Tell him. Whoop him.
Yes.
My guilty pleasure food is sushi. I will eat sushi all day.
Oh, same.
Give me some eel roll. I am done.
Ooh.
It's just nice and salty and and full disclosure, I am an online gamer. I love online gaming. I am that kind of nerd. I love it. It's a full-blown addiction, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon.
What are some of your favorite games?
So my favorite game shut down in 2012, and that was City of Heroes, where you create superheroes and you just fight bad guys. And then they created City of Villains, and you played a bad guy trying to conquer the world. And then they shut the game down. But somebody restarted the game, and now you can play it for free.
Work!
So I've been playing that. I've played Warcraft. It's fun in short doses. I played Star Trek Online, Star Wars The Old Republic. I am not committal when it comes to my online gaming. I like short relationships rather than long term. It's better to rent than own.
Oh.
And that has nothing to do with gaming. Anyway.
Yes. Stop talking about your dildo, girl.
Oh, am I?
I don't have those.
She returns those on eBay after about 10 uses. She's like, okay, I'm done with her.
This one's boring. We need a new one.
Exactly.
Barely used.
It's only this big. I'm sorry. Get with it.
Yeah.
Just realize this looks like a fleshlight. Anyway.
Oh, no. Adam and Eve, if you would like to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Fleshlight, if you would like to sponsor our show.
Yep.
My Instagram is flooded with influencers who are like, advertise it on this page. Advertise it on this page. I'm like, calm down. Mama doesn't have a budget.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I did get our first I got a message about a sponsorship deal. It wasn't really in my price range, but what was it? It was like Manscaped. I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. I don't have the money to do that. But yeah, they do an entire shaving kit for your delicate regions.
Yeah.
I want to know how we would advertise that.
Girl, they do it all the time. They do it on Johnny McGovern's show. They do it on, they do it on RuPaul's Drag Race. I want to say I've seen them do some for RuPaul's. They do it. So we'll talk about this after the show.
We will.
You ain't tell us we were getting Manscaped numbers.
Oh yeah, we're kind of a big deal around here. I don't know if any of our viewers are aware. No, you're all aware because you love the show.
Yeah.
So next question. Ooh, we've got some good questions coming up. From Orion Angel. Okay, I'm a little scared about attending and performing at Lebanon Pride this weekend. Any advice for me to stay safe? Travel in numbers, never be by yourself, and have fun. You know, it's Lebanon's first Pride. Don't overthink it. You're going to have an amazing time. I saw earlier you posted that this is your first non-drag or non-pageant performance. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna feel a much different atmosphere in the dressing room. Much different.
For sure.
A lot less traffic.
Exactly. Yep.
And you're going to laugh. You are going to make friendships that last forever.
Yeah.
I remember a number of years ago at Central PA Pride, that's when we first met Ariana Autumn. She wasn't old enough to perform in clubs yet, but she came in with impeccable styling and just was so down to earth. Now she's crazy, but I'd say that to her face.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I messaged her because I have more hair for her.
I got a piece from her as well. I drove all the way up to her little home, her and her man's home, and I snatched that wig right out of her house. I said, thank you, girl. A cute little mohawk. A cute mohawk.
Oh, you got the mohawk.
Oops.
I was wondering because I was like, that's not my style, but I could see you or your mother stealing it. So
yes.
They were cute.
Shout out to Amethyst. We miss you tonight, honey. We miss you, Amethyst.
We do. She was gonna try to pop in, but I think she's sidetracked getting ready right now. So, but yeah. I told her next time she goes down to Rehoboth, I'm tagging along because I want to network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God. Can you imagine if the four of us did a show in Rehoboth?
Yes.
Scarlett goes down there all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Soon.
What is it called? Rehomo?
Well, yeah, that's what we call it. Rehomo. It's where all the gays go.
True. It's the promised land, really.
Yeah.
From the amazing Miss Avalanche Brentwood, advice for baby queens. Like what to expect when you perform for the first time, club promoters and other queens. Like, what do we expect from that first gig? Mm-hmm. Well, girl, your first gig is in 2 weeks right here on Inside the Drag Closet. Oh, yeah. She's going to be on the show.
Word. So what I'll say, you know, if you can, try and get a wig that's styled so that it stays out of your face. If you can afford it, or if you can, you know, and if not, I would try and get a wig that kind of sits back. The last thing that you want to do is have a piece of hair get stuck in your eyelash, and then you try and like pull it, and your whole lash falls off. It's scary. It may happen to you either way, but that's just my advice. The other thing is, the first time that you go out is going to be a very look at Jade over there struggling with her. She's having
I'm a model.
Nikki, is that you? Nicki Minaj, is that you?
Let's go to the beach. What did you call me?
The other thing is, you know, just have fun, because you're always going to get better and better and better. You know, the first time that you go out, don't expect that you're going to be perfect. Expect to trip over your gown or your jumpsuit. Expect for your heel to maybe come off. Those are the things that happen to all of us, even after the first gig that you do. Just have fun. And if it doesn't go well, keep at it. If it goes well, keep at it. Just don't get a big head and just get better and better and better.
Exactly. Scarlett, anything to add to that?
No, not really. Just have fun. Yeah.
Drag is meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing. Go out there and don't be a bitch. Like, that's another thing.
Yeah. Be a bitch. That's
don't go in there. Don't go in there trying to read the queens on your first motherfucking gig. Bitch, we don't know you. I'm not calling you a bitch. But hypothetically, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are or who the hell you think that you're coming in here trying to be. But you ain't never gonna get booked by me again. And that's what will happen. So just be good, be kind, be sweet, and do a killer job.
Be humble.
We're always thinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's a great way to go in and just say, like, do your makeup, have fun, and go, ooh, I really like that. How do you do that? You know, ask questions, look up to the performers that are there.
Yeah.
Pay your respects.
Yep. And offer to help out. Help out everybody. Oh, excuse me. Oh, was that your microwave going off, Anastasia?
Girl, I thought that was a fire alarm. I was like, I gotta go.
Bye. Kids in your house. All right, next question. These are great questions. Sabrina telling a bit of history. I remember getting into drag due to Jade and Drag Race nights, and I was interested. I remember the night that Jade and I went to bingo. Still have that photo. Oh, it's there. It's there. Seeing Jade grow from then until now has truly been astounding. What advice do you have to give to those that watch Drag Race and don't really have the ins and outs of the cost and work that goes into being a queen? Scarlett, do you want to take that one first?
Sure. I guess just I don't know. Teach yourself things, I guess. Practice. Watch tutorials online. I don't know. Like, I know when I first started drag, I got a lot of Jeremy actually he gave me the money, so thank you, Jeremy. But I bought a lot of hair from people and that was already styled and things like that. And now like I don't really do that so much anymore. Sometimes, yeah, depending on what it may be. But now I pretty much kind of buy my own hair, style my own hair and things like that. So it's and so it's cheaper that way, because now I'm cutting out that middleman. I can go right to Amazon or whatever the site may be, buy it, have it come to my house, and me do it, and not having it sent to the other person, have them do it, and then I'm paying like, okay, the price of the wig to ship to their house, to pay them to do it, and then to pay to ship to my house. So it's all those costs I'm cutting out by just having it come right to me and me do it myself. So a good way to save money is like, and then with sewing and all the other stuff that comes into drag, like to make an outfit. And whatnot, it'll just save you so much money if you can, make and do all your own things. And that way you're not like, I mean, don't get me wrong, support other queens and support each other in the community. And again, I still do if there are certain things that I know, like, oh, I definitely can't make that, but I really like that, then I will go ahead and order it because then I'm supporting that person and then I'm getting something that I really want and know that I, again, couldn't probably do on my own. But yeah, just like teach yourself as much as you can and be as independent with costume making, wig styling, so on. It'll be so much cheaper in the long run.
True. Anastasia?
Coming from someone who watched Drag Race and started doing drag because of Drag Race, you are not a Drag Race girl. So first and foremost, understand that these girls go $50,000 in debt for this television show. They have designers coming from New York City whose entire job is to design stunning pieces. And so do not compare yourself to these Drag Race girls. You can look up to them, you can aspire, but when you're first getting out there, get a costume. Get a costume from Amazon and throw some stones on that hoe. Yeah. The sparkle will shine just as bright in the club. If you're first starting, get to know the queens in the community. Figure out where they're getting their stuff from. Pay some of the queens for some of the jewels that they do, because that's what we do. Like we said, Rocks by Cox, Looks, Michelle Lee Sterling. And so you're not going to have all of the answers as soon as you start. You're not going to have all of the looks as soon as you start. But what you can do is you can slowly build up your collection, and maybe in, say, 2 years, 5 years, you look back and you're like, damn, my shit looks better than they were doing on season 7. So, don't expect the perfection of Drag Race when you first start. And just have fun.
Yeah. Well, and to go along with that, it's more than just what they own. There's be an amazing performer. Think about your craft. Think about what you do. I'll be blunt. I have a lot of stuff now, but when I started, I had a lot of, kind of simple items that didn't cost a lot of money. And now I've kind of grown, but this is, I'm over 10 years into doing this. Even the hair that's on my head tonight, Amazon, it was like $20. I love this wig. I want to do more with it. I kind of want this swoop a little higher, but look at her. She's cute. I keep fussing with her all night because I like how she looks. Worst part about this show, the fact that I can look at myself and I'm constantly like, okay.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yep, we all do it. We are all doing it all the time.
I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I hate being in drag and not being able to see myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does it look like? What does it look like? Like this entire night, because I was rushing, I'm like looking at this lash right here and I'm like, wow, you stupid bitch. You put this lash too far in and now you look like you're droopy-eyed. And like, it's been bothering me the entire night and I'm glad we're talking about our faces.
I think you look fine. I think you look amazing. I've never had an issue with your look.
Thank
yeah.
you.
The thing about drag is to have fun doing it. And like we've said before, you can have $55,000 outfits, but if you can't perform, nobody's gonna tip you to pay them back.
Yes.
You know, I reached a point a couple of years ago where I realized Jade was self-sufficient. What I make in gigs goes back into drag. What I make at work goes into my everyday life. And I kind of separated it. This last year wasn't the same because I wasn't making anything on drag. So I might have spent a little more than I should have on drag, but that's okay. It looks amazing.
Well, talking about that, like the show, we've been doing this show for over a year, and we were talking about, we don't have sponsors. We don't have, people who are paying us to do this. We're coming here and we're volunteering our time, and with the hopes that, if you have a little bit of extra money to spare to tip us, then you'd be able to. So if you have the ability to tonight, we would love if you would tip us here. Once again, mine is Anastasia Diamond 95. Scarlett, she has hers, and Jade has hers as well. So if you have the ability, please feel free to tip us, because this stuff is not, like we're talking about. It's not cheap, Sometimes hair can be $200. Sometimes, the wig I paid for just this week was $220. This coat from Charismatico, it was not cheap. Like, all this stuff costs a lot of money, and it costs money to upkeep it as well. Sometimes you have to take stuff to the dry cleaner. You gotta take stuff to get taken in. For me, taken out. And so it just costs money. So support the girls who are doing online shows, support the girls who are getting back in person, support the girls.
Yes.
And all of our Venmo information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
Right.
I used to have that banner, and I guess I accidentally deleted it. I was like, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, well. I made a new one, and it's going to stay there. So our next question for the evening, where was I? I was up here. Ooh, on the same topic we were just on. If someone gave you $1,000 to invest in your drag, what would you use it for?
Dance lessons.
That's a great answer.
You can always hone those, but you gotta learn the basics first. Dance lessons.
Huh. How about you, Scarlett?
Agreed. Totally.
Yeah.
Again, with, like what Anastasia had said and what I had both said in response to the last question, this was like $20 on Amazon, and I can go buy a wig, $20 on Amazon, style the wig myself, sew in this rainbow thingy, and boom, wear the wig and the rainbow dress to Pride. $40 was my outfit. But again, or on the other hand, if you have the money, like you said, Jade, buy $5,000 dress or whatever. But whether your dress is $20 with the $20 wig or $5,000, if you go on stage, just stand there and look like a deer in headlights. Yeah. So I would definitely, dance lessons, because that's one thing I can say for sure myself comfortably. That's one thing I could definitely invest in very well. Yeah. Because that's
we have our stunts.
Answer.
Yeah, we have our stunts.
Yeah,
queens. Like we can entertain a crowd, but to have those dance skills,
for sure. Yeah,
girl, at a pageant, girl.
Yeah. I got the luxury a number of years ago teaming up with Poison to help create a pageant routine for Miss Earthquake for the Miss Central Pennsylvania Pride pageant. And we loved working on it. And it was tough. Poison, for those who don't know, is a Harrisburg area legend. She is the dancing diva, and she is a dance teacher in her day-to-day life. working with Miss Eartha was such a joy, but it was also a little tough. Eartha was not a dancer. She nailed the choreography. My job was to have her nail the emotional impact of the number, because she was doing This Is Me, amazing song, and you can stand there and lip sync it, but unless you're feeling it, you don't get the same result. So my job was to break her down a little bit. And, you know, as someone who's been in theater since I was an itty bitty child, I wanted her to, my job was to get her there. So I made her cry. And it was a release cry. It was I'm in pain. And I was like, you're in pain now. Go let it out. Go perform it and let it out. And she did. And it was beautiful. And, you know, Eartha, we love you. We hope you're doing well. But yeah, just, I loved every moment of that. Always talking about learning new skills. I was a dancer for a while, so I kind of want to maybe brush up on that. We were talking earlier about me, you know, doing voice classes. I want to get my singing voice back. I mean, I've been on tour. I've done a couple touring musical theater shows, and I want to get my voice back to the shape it was in then. So yeah, that's voice lessons.
Yeah.
Which I'm taking. But yeah, invest in your craft more than invest in your stuff, because your stuff can come and go. Actually, this past year, I have this beautiful green and blue dress I absolutely loved. She doesn't fit anymore, and it's kind of been breaking my heart. The dress I wore for Chambersburg Pride a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't fit around me right now. So,
and you know what, honey? I just got these new pads, and I'm like, these pads add 4 inches on each side.
Booty.
Like, this is not. I put on my one costume that I love, and it came up, but the waistline was splattered to hell and back, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure something out. Because that's all my costumes. Are those all gone now?
No, they're taking a break.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time getting rid of my drag. Like, my entire back porch is full of stuff that I'm like, I don't use it anymore, but I want to give it to someone else. I have a lot of stuff. Even that green dress, my husband found it at a Goodwill.
Wow.
Yep. He's found dance outfits for me at Goodwill. And I'm like, done.
Crazy.
Wow.
Again, it doesn't have to be $5,000 if it's right.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
And if you skinny. Because, girl, the fabric costs a lot of money.
True.
It does.
Well, we have got a few minutes left this evening. I want to know what everybody is up to over the next couple weeks, because I uploaded some posters and whatnot. Anastasia, what have you got going on this week?
So this week I have a Taste of Drag here, Taste of Pride, excuse me, Papa Sangria and Drag, done by Pride Franklin County. That's going to be this Saturday at Wilson College. It is a sold-out show. We have over 240 people who are going to be in attendance to that show. Very, very excited. I'll be co-hosting with my fabulous sister, Miss Paula Frost. And we'll have these lovely 10 other ladies here. And we're going to also be featuring my baby girl, my little bed drag baby, Miss Beta Face, up there beside the gorgeous Miss Felicia, and right above me. So if you can, we're going to be sending out, we've been sending out, putting up different posts if you'd like to, or we're also putting their Venmos on there. So if you want to tip a girl, feel free to tip a girl.
Yes.
I love it. How about you, Scarlett?
Well, let's see. This Saturday I will be at the Ephrata American Legion. Am I saying that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That what's on the screen for the Hollywood Cabaret Lady Tabitha birthday show. That'll be with Jade and our other co-host Amethyst. And that's the last thing I have for June. And then I'm going on vacation. Back from vacation at Pottsville Pride and the All Ages show at Stallions for Pride and a bunch of Pride stuff. So
Nice.
in July.
I love that. This week I will be with Scarlett and Amethyst at Lady Tabitha's birthday party. On Friday, I will be down in Boonesboro, Maryland at the Lodge for Comedy Queens. I'm excited about that. And then out and about this Sunday starting at the White Rose Bar and Grill and then heading over to Stogie's. So make sure you check that out. And then next Friday, I've got a little Divas Down Under. So look through the comment section. All tickets for that are available on Eventbrite. VIP tickets are sold out already. So get your tickets, kids. That show used to sell out all the time, and we might get back to that soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be returning to that show in September.
Yes.
And the other thing is, you said on the 27th you're going to be having a show, but as well as that, the 27th of June is also National HIV Testing Day. So if you have not gotten tested this year for HIV, please go to your local federally qualified health center, Planned Parenthood, Department of Health. Go get tested for HIV and other STIs if it's available as well. The CDC says you're supposed to be getting tested at least once a year if you're monogamous, and more times if you're not. So go get tested on, well, the day after National HIV Testing Day.
Yes, girl. Tomorrow morning I go for mine.
Yay!
Yeah.
And we have one more thing. Derek's helpful drag tip of the evening. Are we ready for this?
Oh boy.
Yes.
This is a good one. I like this one. Derek's helpful drag tips. Always have a backup plan. Zippers will pop, heels will break, things will get forgotten at home. Being able to adapt to different situations is a critical skill for drag. Amen.
And if the Barbie dolls get tangled up in the umbrella,
Nope. I gotta go.
No.
No more. No.
If the Barbie dolls get tangled up, you will face the wrath of Jade because she'll be over your crap.
listen.
I tried to help you at first, and then I was just over it.
So you wouldn't even look. I had to get the help of another sister of mine. She was dedicated. I was like, "Thank you, sis."
I love the idea of it, but I was like, "Girl, you didn't check this beforehand. What the hell? This is your first show."
I did check it, and then I guess when I checked it, that's when they got tangled. So
you checked it and then you wrecked it.
Yeah.
I love you, girl.
Love you
I'm
too.
never gonna stop giving you crap about that, though. So we are slowly approaching the end of our evening. Scarlett, do you have any final thoughts for everybody who's watching this evening?
Yes. So first of all, happy Pride Month, everybody. Yes. Pride Month, as in June, may be coming to an end soon, but that doesn't mean you can't celebrate, live loud, and live proud 365 days, 24/7. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you to everyone who watches our show. We love you. We love the support every week here. To my fabulous sisters that are not here right now, but to Jade and Anastasia. No, I love you both and love doing the show with you. A year later, I cannot believe we're still in it. And yeah, lastly, just continue to get vaccinated if you're not fully vaccinated. Like Anastasia said, get HIV and STI testing. I'm going for both of mine tomorrow morning. Know your status. Nothing sexier than that. And lastly, love one another and be kind to each other. So yeah.
Amazing. Anastasia.
Support the dolls. If you can support them online, if you can support them in person, support the dolls. Thank y'all so much for your love and support here. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week when we are doing something very special. Have a good night.
Speaking of which, next week we do have an amazing episode planned. We are going to be doing some drag makeovers. We have some fabulous guests joining us. Amethyst shared pictures of her guest in our group chat. She didn't tell us who her guest was, but the thirst was real for Anastasia.
Good child. He was so fine. And then I found out that he was married. I said, Mama, why would you even send his picture in the group chat? Just being married. I thought you were doing the motherly thing and getting me a man.
She knows what you do with the Pope.
Yep.
You're welcome. You're welcome for acknowledgement from the Pope. You're welcome.
So my guest next week will be our resident sex therapist, Andrea Jones. So her children drew pictures of what they want her to look like in drag. So I am going to base her look on her children's picture.
Oh my.
Scarlett, who do you have joining you?
I don't have a definite yet. I have some feelers out to a few people. So whoever reaches out to me first, I guess, is who's gonna be my victim.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anastasia, who's
Jeremy? I really love this Jeremy. I love him.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
My guest will be my drag daughter, Miss Beta Face, aka my husband, Miss Corey. And yeah, it's gonna be a cute little night.
It is going to be such a fun show, so make sure you tune in for that. Ladies, I want to thank you both for joining me this evening. This was such a cheeky, fun way to celebrate Pride. We have had such an amazing month so far. Next week is going to be an absolute party. We will, of course, have Amethyst joining us again next week. I'm going to do drag next week, I think. Are we all going to do drag? Let's do drag. No, you're not going to. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll do drag. I'll do drags.
I'm doing drag because I promised Drea I would, because last time she was on, none of us were in drag and she was pissed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So we're all going to do drag.
Work.
Excellent. Everybody out there, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, feel free to send us a little something on Venmo. All of our information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We appreciate it. Check out our merch. All merch sales do go right back into the show. Unless you're buying their shirts, then that money goes directly to them. If you buy my shirt, it goes back into the show because I didn't think it through. Because that's what I do. But it's that time of the night, so there's one thing left to say. So, say goodnight, kids.
Good
night, kids.
You've been listening to WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.